Hey, Deneen Gless here. Thanks for checking out the 420 Minute. So I had the opportunity to go to the Allegan County Fair twice, actually, this last week, and did a lot of people watching, and just had a good time hanging out at the fair. Went to the tractor pulls, do that every year. It's a tradition with David and I, and so got to do that, and then got the opportunity to go with Thelma, my dear friend, and her cousins, or her grandkids, I mean. And that was a good time too. But I did a lot of people watching, and just while I was standing there waiting, you know, while the kids rode different rides and things like that. And I gotta tell you, just from watching people's interactions, their reactions to their kids, to their spouses, to their friends, there ain't a whole lot of peace out there right now. It just doesn't seem to me like people are really finding peace. Honestly, it doesn't even seem to me a lot of times like people are even having a very good time at life. So that got me thinking about some things that Matthew talks about. Matthew is the first book in the New Testament, and in Matthew 14 we read these words. Meanwhile, the disciples were in trouble far away from land, for a strong wind had risen, and they were fighting heavy waves. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came toward them, walking on the water. When the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were terrified. In their fear, they cried out, "It's a ghost!" But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I am here." Then Peter called to him, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you walking on the water." "Yes, come, ever patient," Jesus said. Those are my words. So Peter went over the side of the boat and walked on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw the strong wind and waves, he was terrified and began to sink. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. "Oh, for God's sake, Peter." That's not what Jesus said, though. He immediately reached out and grabbed him. He did rebuke him a little bit. He said, "You have so little faith. Why do you still doubt me?" When they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. Oswald Chambers, in My Utmost for His Highest, says this: "Are you painfully disturbed just now? Distracted by the waves and billows of God's providential permission? And having, as it were, turned over the boulders of your belief, are you still finding no well of peace or joy or comfort? Is it all barren?" Is it all barren? Do you feel like that? How is your peace? Oswald goes on to say, "Are you looking unto Jesus now in the immediate matter that is pressing?" And I didn't really say that right. Are you looking unto Jesus now in the immediate matter that is pressing? and receiving from him peace. If so, he will be a gracious benediction of peace in and through you. So that tells me if we look to him like they did finally in the boat, he'll calm those storms of our lives. And not only will he calm the storms in our lives, but he'll allow us to be of nature where we can bring that peace to others as well, because it says in and through you. But catch this. If you try to worry it out, you obliterate him and deserve all you get. We get disturbed because we haven't been considering Jesus. When one confers with Jesus Christ, the perplexity goes. He has no perplexity. And our only concern is to abide in him. Lay it all out before him in the face of difficulty, bereavement, and sorrow. And hear him say, "Let not your heart be troubled." That part right there is out of John 14. Let not your heart be troubled. I think what this is saying is that there are always going to be wind and waves. I mean, sometimes we get calm seas, but let's face it, we all just kind of wait for the next wave to come, right? But he says, don't be afraid. Take courage. I am here. So, my question is, are you going to invite him into the boat where he can calm the wind and the waves? Because even the wind and waves still know his name. So are you going to invite him into the boat? Or are you going to worry it out and deserve all you get? That's my thought for you this week. I hope you have a great week. We're going to try to be coming to you on YouTube as well as just through Facebook. Okay? Thanks for being here. Have a great week. Grace and peace.